And that's why honesty is the best policy. You can just avoid stupid situations like that. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Regina here on Everyday Reg, and I've got a story to tell you this week. As you know, my YouTube channels are based on story times. I post once a week, so like and subscribe just to keep up to date with the stories I tell. So I'm just getting ready to go out, and I thought I'm gonna share a quick, silly story with you. So my story is about friends and making friends, etc. So if you've watched my last video, you will know that I am in the market trying to make friends. I'm in my 30s, so it's not the easiest thing to do. So I made a friend, and this is just a funny story. It's just a, like funny, light-hearted story time. So I made a friend, which we're really good friends, and we planned to go out, but then it started raining. Plugging my straighteners. So it started raining, so we discussed that, you know, what should we do now? Like, you know, should we go somewhere, or like, how are we going to navigate to meet each other? So in my head, guys, I was thinking, like, I would like to still meet even though it's raining, because obviously I'm trying to make friendships and create those relationships. But she says to me, oh, should we just cancel? So I'm like, I don't want to be acting crazy. So I'm like, okay, like, if you think we should cancel, let's cancel. But then she messaged like after, because I didn't respond straight away, because I'm thinking, oh. So then she's like, oh, actually, do you want to come to my house? Her house is a good, I think 14 minutes from my house. So I was like, oh, phew. Like, because I've got ready, I'm in the mindset of like, I've organized my whole life, and I can drive as well, so that's not a big deal. So she's like, do you want to come to my house? So I responded much quicker, and I was like, oh, hey, like, sorry I didn't see your first message. But yeah, I don't mind coming to your house, like, let me know what time. So she's like, oh, let's keep the time the same. So I'm thinking, yeah, let's keep the time the same, because I'm basically ready. So I was like, oh, I'm basically ready, like, let's do that. So she's like, like, cool. So I go to her house, and I'm like, okay, great. Meeting's still going on, so happy days. So I go to her house, and then when we get there, again, because when you go out, it's great because you're doing an activity. I think we planned to go cinema and a dinner or something like that, which we could have still gone to, but I don't know what happened. It just didn't turn up that way. So we planned to go to cinema and dinner, but that didn't happen. So when you plan to go out, you've got things that you're doing, which just makes life easier. So now when you're in, it's like, what are we doing? How are we navigating through this? What's happening? So anyway, I go there and polite. Bearing in mind, our friendship's only about 3 months at this point. So I ain't ready for her to see my crazy just yet, or like, whatever. So yeah, so I get to her house, and I'm like, oh, hey, like, how are you doing? How's that? So we do all the small talk, which is very unusual for us, because when we message and when we talk on the phone and when we talk on socials, we actually don't do small talk. But again, I've never been to her house, she's never been to my house, so this is something completely new and different for us. So when I got there, small talk happens, and then I guess I was trying to figure out like what we were gonna do. So I said, oh, like, are you hungry? Should we order some food? So she's like, yeah, I could do food, like, because we were planning to go to the cinema and eat food. So in my head, I'm trying to recreate the date, the friendship date, but like in her house. So I see that she's got, Netflix, Prime, Disney. So I'm like, great, we can watch something. So it's like, should we get some food? So she's like, yeah, let's get some food. So I was like, oh, what do you want to eat? Like, I'll order it on delivery, like, no big deal. And so she's like, oh, do you want to just go to like Tesco, or like Sainsbury's? Like, so I think she had like local Tesco's and Sainsbury's, and she was like explaining to me like they do like dinner deals. So I'm like, I'm easy. I'm so easy, like whatever the weather. So we ended up going to, I'm gonna say Sainsbury's. We ended up going to Sainsbury's. We got this little dinner time deal. Like you get like main starters, etc., etc. Now, guys, I'm gonna just tell you this straight off the bat. I have an appetite. And even when I don't have appetites, my eyes are bigger than my stomach. So I'm like, I wanna grab pizzas, pastas, chicken wings. I wanna get like a variety. And also, I'm a kind of person that I like variety in food. So like, if you ever take me to KFC, I always get like a variety box or burger and wings. Like, I just like variety. Like, I don't like to just have one thing. So anyway, I'm trying to keep it cool, and I'm just like, oh, what would you like to eat? And she's like, oh, like, we can just grab a pizza, like, or we can just grab a... And in my head, I'm thinking, there's no way what you're grabbing is going to fill us up. It's just not going to fill us up. But I don't want to be, I don't want to be too forward. I don't want to be too forward. I didn't want her to think, oh, like, this girl's a greedy guts. I don't know. I just didn't want her to think all these crazy things. So I agreed. Then I was thinking, okay, like, after our food, like, do you want a dessert? So I'm thinking Ben and Jerry's ice cream. Again, didn't want to seem too greedy, but dessert's normal these days, right? Like, everybody eats a dessert. So she's like, are you sure, like, you want a dessert? So as she's double asked me about the dessert, I'm now embarrassed, which is the feeling that I knew that I was going to get and I didn't want to get. So I'm like, oh, no dessert for me then. Things like, if you don't want to, I don't want to, sort of thing. Again, trying to play it cool. And yeah, so I'm just thinking about it. So I'm trying to play it cool, and I guess she's just saying whatever she wants to say. So anyway, we picked up, I can't remember, what did we have? I think we just had like a rice or something, like a meal deal kind of thing. Anyway, we get home, we make it. Guys, I'm looking at it and I'm like, this ain't enough. Like, this is not filling me up. But again, don't want to move mad. I didn't want to move mad in certain aspects. So I don't want to move mad in like being too forceful or assertive. Because this is a friend, like, you don't need to remember, this is a friend that I'm trying to make and I'm trying to keep, right? Even though I'm not lying about who I am, but I'm just thinking, do you know what? A year down the line, you can get to know me. But for now, trying to blossom, trying to bloom, trying to do friendship. So I'm not trying to act too mad in this situation. So that's just my way of thinking. That's just like, you know, this is what I'm thinking. So we didn't end up leaving. We just end up leaving with just like basic food. So anyway, I'm looking at it. I'm like, this is not going to fill us up. Anyway, I eat it because, you know, I'm hungry. And then she's like, oh, I really wish that we had got a dessert, sort of thing. And I was just like, yeah, we really should have got a dessert. Do you know what I mean? So she's like, oh, I don't have any dessert in the house. And she's got kids. So she's like, I've got like kiddie ice cream and kiddie yogurt. So I'm like, oh no, like, don't worry. Like, I can deliver root or something if you want. Now, I know what you guys are thinking. You're thinking like, what is all of this mind game? Well, you might be thinking, what's all of this mind games? What's all of this like lack of transparency? What's all of this like just not getting on with what the situation? My thing, guys, is quite simply, I've just met her. She's so cool. We've got a good history. We've got a lot in common. Kids. Like, we've just got, the chemistry's just there. And I'm like, I don't want to ruin the chemistry. I just don't want to ruin the chemistry. Anyway, as we've discussed, like, we've got no dessert now. And we're both looking at each other like, okay. So she's like, oh, I'm really like not full. So I'm like, yeah, I'm not full either. Like, come on. So I'm like, look, I can deliver root or something. Like, no big deal. Like, let's just get something on Deliveroo. So she's like, no, don't worry about it. And then anyway, we started watching this film. I think we was watching this like some old school films, so nothing interesting that I can tell you. So I started watching this film anyway. And then I was like, do you know what? I'm going to be honest. I was like, I'm going to be honest and transparent, because I thought, I'm not trying to be a snake here. My intentions are good. I just don't want to be like scaring away one of these people that I've just met and it's really good and got chemistry. I don't want to be scaring her away, but at the same time, I can't sit here, can't stop. And people may argue honesty is the best policy. So I just turned around to her and I was just like, look, I'm going to order something off Deliveroo because I'm still hungry. I did enjoy the food that you got for us, but it's just not enough for me. I've got a big appetite. Guys, why did she turn around and do this to me? Me too. Like, I just didn't want to be too forward. I could not stop laughing. How is it that both, like, so we went through the scenario together again, like, so the story I've just told you, we went through it like, for myself. I'm like, oh, I didn't want to say this at this time. I didn't want to do this at this time. She's like, me too. Like, when we got in there, I just thought small food. Like, I didn't want to be too much. I didn't want to be too forceful. And it was just hilarious. It was hilarious because we were thinking the exact same thing. And it's like, basically, the story just goes back to like, honesty is the best policy. And don't get me twisted, like, I'm not all that. I'm going to tell you a little white lie, you know, occasionally. But my intentions are pure and my intentions are not to cause any harm. And as I've mentioned like 4,000 times already in this video, I legit just did not want to come off the wrong way because I'm out here trying to make a friend, trying to make the relationship blossom. And I'm thinking you can learn about my appetite and you can learn about how much food I like to eat and you can learn about all my online food ordering habits later on down the line. Right now, let's just try to get to know each other, build a solid foundation so that you accept me as I am earlier on. So she came up with the same thing and she's like, da, da, da. Anyway, eventually we ordered Deliveroo and we got what we wanted to get and we were very happy bunnies. I think it made us better friends. It made, one thing that it did teach me is that I'm not going to do that again. It was an impromptu thing. So like if we went to a restaurant, it might have been a bit different in terms of I would order what I wanted to order, she would order what she wanted to order, and everybody would be a bit free. But I think where it was in someone's house, I was just a bit shy. And also we had to put the food in the oven. And it wasn't like, you know, it wasn't just like a takeaway meal. It was like food that we had to like prepare to a certain level. So I think I just felt awkward in that retrospect as well. And also she was saying that she felt awkward because it's like she's not cooking the meal, she's like it's just oven microwave meals and it's just, you know, a quick cheerful thing. So she was saying how she felt awkward as well in that instance. I mean, the moral of the story is just be yourself, really. But it's nuts. It's nuts because when you're trying to make a friend, you're not out here trying to show, you know, like imagine you go on a sleepover. I'm telling you guys, like, you know, I'm telling you in this video and I'm going to do better and I'm going to be honest, but I'm going to wake up looking fantastic. Like I'm just going to give it my best go. The toilet usage is going to be very discreet. Everything's going to be discreet. I'm going to be clean. I'm going to be tidy because I'm not out here trying to ruin a friendship that I'm trying to make. So yeah, like I get her. And do you know what it is? I'm actually glad that she got me too. So we both got each other, which then solidifies our friendship. Do you know what I mean? It just then solidifies that actually we think quite similar. We have similar sort of like thought patterns. And I guess like, I don't know if you guys agree, but like, I guess that makes us good, like even more good candidates for a solid, good friendship because it's like, oh, we both care enough about what each other thinks to behave a little bit different. I don't know. I think there's two sides, like, you know, there's two sides to it. You can look at it whichever way you want to look at it. I look at it that way because it was very harmless. But you can look at it whichever way you want to look at it. But yeah, that happened. I'm actually getting ready to go and meet her now. This is just my basic phase, basic. And we're actually going out this time. So yeah, I'm still on the hunt, looking for more friends. I'll tell you how that goes. But I'll be honest with you, making friendships in your 30s is just not easy. And I guess that's why I did what I did. And I guess that's why she did what she did. But anyway, it worked out for both of us. Anyway, guys, please like and subscribe my channel. And I'll continue telling you story times. Some of them are juicy, some of them are funny. But one thing I can say is that they all surely will be relatable.